Manchester City 5, Norwich City 0. It didn't happen in the end. Kevin De Bruyne didn't get his assist record, but that was some display from Manchester City and some display from Kevin De Bruyne. An assist and 2 wonderful high-quality goals and a high-quality assist as well. Saw him level Thierry Henry's record, but this game was all about David Silva, unfortunately. David Silva's last ever Premier League game for Manchester City, El Majro, is no longer a Premier League footballer, and it hurts. It's horrible, but it's just nice to see him go out in this way. He was given man of the match. It's probably a little bit generous, but David Silva has blessed Manchester City in the Premier League for 10 seasons now. He's been absolutely mesmeric. He's been the heartbeat, the rhythm, the control, the style, the elegance of Manchester City's football. Nothing that we've accomplished over the past 10 years would have been possible without his brilliant, ingenious touch of football. I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him absolutely loads. Of course, he's got a few more games potentially. Maybe just one more, hopefully many more games left in a Manchester City shirt. But this is an end of an era, a genuine end of an era, and I hate getting older. It absolutely sucks. First it was Hart, then it was Zabba, then it was Yaya, then it was Vinny, and now it's David Silva. Then it's probably going to be Ferner or Aguero, and it's terrible. But David Silva has a special place in my heart just because of the quality of the football, just because of the his instrumental role in what Manchester City become. When you think of City over the past 10 years, you think of incredible technique, you think of skill, you think of guile, you think of work rate, but you mainly think about the football City play. It's been possession-based, and it's allowed us to dominate midfields and control the rhythm of games for years. And there's no one has been more fundamental to that style and to that process than David Silva. We're going to lose that calm composure, that methodical nature, that incredible ability to move between the lines, that wonderful weight of pass, that pre-assist ability, that ability to link up with the forwards and the wingers and the midfielders. David Silva is no longer a Premier League player. All good things have to come to an end, but I'm just devastated it's come to an end like this. You just hope, you wish the fans were there to see him, but it's not happened. But we saw some green shoots of promise of what could happen in the future. Norwich were basically not really in this at any point. They had a goal disallowed, of course, but this was far too comfortable. This was the kind of performance you'd expect from a relegated team. And City, a team too good. It was also a game of records. We broke the 100-goal record once again, which was lovely. Centurions in a different way. And also Kevin De Bruyne did equal that assist record. There's a potential dubious one to appeal for with the Mahrez goal, but I don't think that was assist personally. Either way, he equaled that record. He can say he has that record at very least. I wanted him to break it outright, but it didn't happen. Unfortunately, I didn't think it was going to happen either. But he got the record in a kind of way, which is still good enough. And also, I was just delighted to see Sterling get his 30th goal of the season. That's a big landmark for Sterling to get his 20th Premier League and his 30th goal of the season. It's incredible. Bear in mind, Aguero's record for Manchester City in a season is 33 in all competitions. Sterling is only 3 off that and could potentially do that if you get into the latter stages of the Champions League, which shows just how far he's come as well as a player. And he was good today once again. And once again, overall, it was just a good, solid performance. It's a very weird time to judge the players at the moment, given the fact that the games feel so practice session-y. They feel so kind of like dead rubbers, and it has been dead rubbers for a while, but all you can do is get there and just do the job. And City today were professional. There wasn't the intensity that I really wanted, but it didn't really matter. It was a game where nothing really mattered, but a few little kind of things mattered individually, I guess, and it was all about David Silva. It was all about those records today. Ederson also got the Golden Glove Award, which is great. A great recommendation for him as a goalkeeper that we all know. He finally needs that it's good to see him get an award, basically, because people take Ederson for granted a little bit. I'm not saying City fans do, but maybe fans of other sides don't realise just quite how good he can be at times. He's not probably the best shot stopper in the world. He's still one of the best, I think, but he's probably not the highest level of shot stopping ability. But everything else Ederson brings to the game is absolutely magical. And I'd love to see him get an award and actually get that Golden Glove and sit on his shelf somewhere, because he's earned that. Overall, in terms of the performance, it was just a good, solid performance. We could have had more, maybe. De Bruyne was creating chances left, right and centre. It was obvious from the kickoff that we weren't going to get 2 assists from today. Hopefully that one will be converted to him, but I don't think it will be. I can't see the dubious goals panel overall in a Thierry Henry record. Can you? Not going to happen. But it was obviously never going to happen despite his efforts, and he was fantastic. He was single-handedly trying to create chances all day, and he created a lot of them. The team lineup was interesting. Maybe we saw a precursor to what it could be against Real Madrid in terms of defence. Cancelo once again started left-back after his good performance the other day in the same role. And right-back was Kyle Walker, who had a very good game, by the way. I'll get onto him in a bit. Then Garcia once again alongside Laporte, with Rodri in midfield and behind David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. Foden started on the right initially with Sterling on the other wing. Sorry, the other way around. Foden started on the left initially with Sterling on the right before he switched around with Gabriel Jesus in the middle. Gabriel Jesus got a goal as well. He got a tap in, which was good for him. Good to get another goal. Defensively, we were fine. You know, a couple of little tiny mistakes. Maybe Pukki could have scored with Laporte and Garcia getting involved in a mix-up. They also had another chance or two. Defensively, we were pretty comfortable. I don't think we were good as we could be or should be if we've got to play against Real Madrid. We need to be a lot more solid. And maybe we'll see Fernandinho start that game for the added experience, because it might be one step too much for Garcia to play against Real Madrid, but who knows on that front. Either way, Laporte was fine. Cancelo, I kind of like his inverted fullback thing. Maybe not quite the headline-grabbing performance as it was the other day, but he was solid. A couple of times I thought it was noble that he tried to cross it with the inside of his right boot as opposed to his left boot, which is telling, really. I don't think he's fully confident using his left foot, but I kind of like his ability to cut through the middle and drive in, because he's pretty good at that, cutting on his right foot. Good performance. Kyle Walker, I thought he was really good today, Kyle Walker. Honestly, he looks very impressive. He was bulldozing down that right wing, loads of pace, one sprint in particular, which created a chance for Sterling. Absolutely lightning quick, just ridiculously quick. Walker's pace must be like an Olympic sprinter at times. Very good performance from Walker. Very good performance. Rodri, I thought, was pretty good. Came off at half-time, but I presume that was just to get Gundogan some minutes in midfield for whatever reason. I think it was a tactical thing. But Rodri was fine. He was absolutely dominating that game. It was just too easy for him, if I'm being honest, in midfield. A good, solid performance from Rodri. Foden involved, a couple of nice little driving runs, made a chance or two, had a shot well saved, a decent performance. Sterling got that 30th goal, which is wonderful stuff. We needed that for Sterling. I'm so happy for him, because I feel like he's very much a confidence playing Raheem Sterling. He needs those big landmarks to give him the belief. He's now a 30-goal-a-season player, potentially. He's been very close last season, and now he's actually broke that duck. And there's nothing to suggest that he won't do that in other seasons. It's ridiculous to think that Sterling has that many goals already, and he could still get a few more, maybe. It's absolutely fantastic for Sterling, though, and I'm absolutely delighted for him. David Silva in his last game was elegant and wonderful as ever. It wasn't a classic from David Silva, but just to see him have those mesmeric little touches, those little 1-2s around the area for one last chance in the Premier League, is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then obviously De Bruyne was our best player in the pitch. That goal, the first goal. If only he could do what Henderson did, eh? Absolutely ridiculous. To curl it into the corner, to ping it into the top corner like that. Well, Henderson couldn't do that, let's be honest. And then even his second goal, a beautiful ping in off the post from Kevin De Bruyne. His assist as well, a beautifully weighted pass to Sterling. Kevin De Bruyne is absolutely magical. The idea that Henderson shares anything close to the same space with him actually offends me. Henderson is not even close or fit to late Kevin De Bruyne's boost, but that's the world we're living in at the moment. De Bruyne fantastic once again. Elsewhere, Gabriel Jesus was really good. I thought not really good. He was okay. He was totally fine. Mahrez came on, got a goal, looked really lively, which is wonderful. No academy players involved. I'm torn on this a little bit. I think maybe it would have been nice to see one or two on the bench, but Guardiola's clearly taking it very seriously, this Real Madrid game. But overall, it was a competent display. It was a solid display. I've not seen the rest of the Premier League table. Let me search it right now. This second. Hang on. United got that. They got the fourth place, I think, in the end. By the looks of it, Chelsea got there, and it looks like Bournemouth and Watford have all gone down. Yeah, I think they have done. Bournemouth, Watford and Norwich all gone down as well. So maybe Nathan Ake is available on the cheap. Obviously as well, Grealish is going. Maybe still going for Aston Villa, potentially. But Ake is now a relegated player, meaning maybe Bournemouth will want to get rid of one of their most saleable assets. Brighton have survived the chop. Aston Villa, West Ham, Palace, Newcastle up. United have pipped Leicester to fifth, which is Brendan Rodgers collapsing. United with another penalty, of course. But I don't really care anyway. We won today. We scored our 102nd goal with that fifth goal. 102 goals. If only we'd been a little bit more solid at the other end of the table, hey? If only it would have been a different story. 38 games, 26 wins, 3 draws, and 9 losses brings an end to the 2019-20 season. Only a month and a half as well until the Premier League starts for next season, which is going to fly around. It's going to be absolutely fly around. It wasn't like a game that we'll remember loads today. It wasn't incredible, even though we won 5-0. It was a little bit easy for us in the end. But it was a good performance. We saw enough there to see that maybe De Bruyne can carry on that form into the Champions League. How many is that now? 13 assists, I think, and 20 goals. So 13 goals and 20 assists in the Premier League. 33 goals and assists in 35 games from so far in the Premier League this season. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yet we apparently reckon that this guy isn't at the level of Jordan Henderson. It's astonishingly bad to call that. Guys, let us know what you make of that match. Once again, David Silva. All good things must come to an end. It doesn't make it any less painful. That magician is no longer a Manchester City Premier League player, which is horrible to say. But it's better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all, as they say. David Silva will be moving on. We'll be gutted to see him go, but he was ours, and we saw his best years, and for that I am eternally grateful. David Silva, I love you absolutely loads. I'm going to miss you loads. I'll do a proper video talking about it one day, but for now, it's a shame he's got to go, but sometimes things have to come to an end. Guys, let us know down in the comments what you make of that game, your man of the match, all that kind of stuff. De Bruyne equalled the record. Sterling got 30 goals. Edison got his golden glove, and we got 102 goals in the Premier League. It's lovely stuff. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Give this video a like, and I'll see you very, very soon.